Hey there, it's your Goulet, and I'm here to tell you about some merch that dropped in the Midnight Hour store that you should probably check on out. We have a variety of Midnight Hour logo shirts and hoodies for you. Best time of year, fall is coming upon us, and you're gonna want to get all cozy in your new Midnight Hour hoodie and ready to fook, 'cause you know I am. We have a Habs Harris shirt, Mr. Bones flipping you the bird, KC Kaiju. He spent all his fucking money on That's My Boy DVDs, so please buy a shirt. Jennifer Tochi out of nowhere, busting out that bell pepper out of nowhere. Am I right? Oh hey, there's me, a Limonia Demonia shirt. I love that for me, and so should you. Ice Lord's Ninth Circle. I'm freezing my nips up in there. It's so icy. No more monsters. Let me find out. Have Cheetah will view, fastest fuckboy. The queen herself, May Ann Cinderella. She's coming for your Chucky merch, Chuck. Midnight Hour boobs, classic. Midnight Hour sports bra, because you don't want them titties flopping around when you're jogging. Bicycle shorts to accentuate that derriere. And we have our Midnight Hour supporting peeps. Papmaster, Lady J Ghoul, Hey Chuck, what the fuck? Sean 420, Only Nans, 14 inches. And we also have a variety of baseball caps and beanies if you're nasty. So come on down to the Midnight Hour Army merch store and grab you up something fancy. Boglins. Ooh.
Woo!
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the home shopping network up in this bitch.
Oh yeah. And pretty soon you can get the special minute hour edition of Echo's Horn, which would just be that one thing with the eyeballs on it, um, in different colors.
Hell yeah.
Make a zombie edition where it squirts out blood. Yeah, blood. Oh, dude, I've been watching Hulk Hogan's ex-wife and his daughter argue. God damn. Hogan drama that doesn't include Hulk Hogan. She says that she cut her off. Her daughter cut her out of her life 8 years ago. It's all Terry Hogan's fault. Britt goes, nope. That's not why. I just don't want you in my life because it's too much darkness, too much drama. And so Linda comes back and calls her a narcissist. Says that her daughter broke her nose one time when she was drunk. And Brooke comes back was, you know what? I tried to be nice, but you lied. You met my husband, blah, blah, blah. I got pictures. Hogan drama that doesn't include Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
That doesn't need to be online.
Oh.
What was your introduction to House of the Dead, whether it was the game or the movie?
I've only seen like clips of the game. I've never played the game.
We had a theater near where I lived when I lived near Seattle, has a promotional thing. It was supposed to be free, but they made it longer because we were coming in just to play the game, and we'd buy like stuff from the concessions. We'd sometimes have to buy movie tickets to get them to let us in. So they were making money. So the promotional thing lasted longer. We got Hobbs Horror and Chabot, who had pizza and pesby for dinner.
You had a Pesby beverage?
Yep.
You can get your Pesby beverage shirt on Midnight Hours like now. Thanks to Chabot for teaching us about the Pesby beverage.
Pizza and Pepsi flavored beverage. That's gotta be an interesting tasting thing. How about you, Hobbs and Anthony? What was you guys' introduction to House of the Dead? As a game or as a movie? And the pinned comment is the link. It's a cool game. They remastered the original, did a remake. It's on my Xbox. So I can't play it on.
What
YouTube.
system, besides it being an arcade, what system was it originally on?
Oh wow! Gonna make me look that shit up.
Sega Saturn, maybe, or no? I do have a Sega Saturn with a red light gun.
So it would have been one of those. So let's take a look. See, House of the Dead. Let's see. Let's say it was arcade Saturn. Could have been the Sega Saturn. So yeah, then Microsoft Windows, Dreamcast.
I would say I'd see what it's running for on eBay, but I don't even have my systems hooked up. I don't play them.
Oh, they re-released it, a new remaster of it.
For what?
On different systems for House of the Dead, so you don't need the gun no more.
Oh, that's weird.
You can just grab your controller, like pew 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 pew.
Doesn't that take away like the aesthetic of how it originally was meant?
Yeah, but I don't think. Wait a minute. I would say they don't make light guns for PlayStation, but I do know for VR they do make a. It's kind of a light gun. It's got a ball at the end, so you can shoot something from the ball. And if you have more than one, you shoot something from the balls.
The UE balls.
That was a bad joke. But they don't really make them no more.
Fuck!
Light guns. I haven't seen any in such a long time.
I have a red gun for my Saturn. I'm not sure if I have an NES Saturn.
I have the Mario Brothers that comes with Duck Hunt / that clay game, but I got told you can't use it on a flat screen TV. You need like the old TVs, like the bubble TVs. Oh damn! So I can't shoot the ducks anymore and try to shoot that goddamn dog every time I would hit the dog would go laugh. Get all
I don't know what the
off.
fuck is talking about. I've seen one of them memes that says I was today years old when I found out that the right controller controls the ducks. Like what? You could just direct ducks into front of your gun?
You have to have a special controller. So I was 47 years old apparently when I learned that. 46 later.
Where did you go, Chabot? Stroke gauge. To sell some stuff.
Oh, I went to a store to sell some stuff.
Did you drink a Pesky beverage while you did that?
Did you remember to stop off at the local strip club? Because, strippers might have wanted some pay too. I could have watched these movies in reverse, but I couldn't find House of the Dead 2. So
I was going to say, it looks like that's what we're doing. We did 3 the other night, now we're on 1.
Yeah, I can't find the second one streaming for free.
We're on the best one. I'm sure it's on those sites I use.
Yeah, probably, but this has Lois Lane's boobas.
Who's Lois Lane?
From Smallville, the one who played Lois Lane in Smallville.
What's a booba?
For years and years,
there was a version, like it's cartoon, not a cartoon, but a show similar to Teletubbies called Boobas.
I don't know, but booba is slang for boobs. But for years and years, I had no idea that the chick that takes her top off to show her boobs at the beginning of the movie was Lois Lane. And then one day I was like, holy shit, that's Superman's woman showing off her tits. I think they had a boob job since then, because later on they looked much bigger.
Brianna's doing well.
That's good to hear.
I assume that's his woman.
Yep.
I'm pausing for a second. It's on Paul KG production.
I gotta find my
fallback.
My controller, for the mute, so my TV to mute. Damn thing keeps falling down.
Why would you want to watch movies on mute?
Because that's what I do. There goes the drugs.
You don't have headphones?
Yeah, but I can't listen to both because I'm watching it on my PlayStation. Because I have the movie on disc. I have a physical copy.
You're watching the movie with a teeny tiny projector on your dick?
Yep, Have to get a magnifying glass. Actually, I think I got to get a microscope.
Yeah. I'm using my Turtle
I
Beach.
put you on mute, you fucking movie.
And how are you going to hear me?
I think what it is, I got my fucking moved my alarm clock, and it's in the way.
Oh.
I'm trying to find the fucking subtitles. I might have to end up watching this on the computer. Yeah, give me a minute. I gotta go to Tubi and watch this. You lost your friend recently, Chabot? What happened? Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that, man. It's lame. It's sad. So you had 4 seconds?
Yep. Ball KG production.
Okay. So the countdown is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Worn out echoes horn. Hit play. Bright light. If anybody that wants to join us, the link is on Tubi is the pinned comment.
As soon as it comes on, it has badass music. I like the music, and I like that it does its video game cuts.
Yeah. This kind of shows that not all of Yuri Boll's stuff's bad. He's kind of had some okay stuff, some good stuff. I like this.
I think the only ones I've watched is this and Blood Rain.
Blood Rain, this, a little bit of Fall Cry, and those fucking Rampage ones or whatever. I want to see the first 2. I haven't seen the third one. He made one that kind of mocks Blood Rain about some fat chick who dresses
This
up like
intro
Blood Rain.
music reminds me of Smack My Bitch Up. Ellie Cornell and Clint Howard.
Yeah.
He's got some good cast in this one.
Yeah, it does sound like him, though.
Is it the song I thought it sounded like?
It does sound like, yeah. Sounds like it a lot. Yeah, it's Fort Simpson. What's up, Russell? I think part of it is they had to go with this sound. Kind of give it a gaming sound. One of them is almost like a grindhouse type movie game. I forget which one it is that I've been wanting to find, but I think it's only an Xbox game.
That narration sounds like an old Private Dick show coming on or something. Private Eye
Yeah,
show.
like the guy would do the old voiceover.
Yeah. The first one's on Blu-ray, isn't it? I searched it on eBay and it's not coming up.
Well, that's how I got my copy of it on Blu-ray.
On Amazon or eBay?
Probably Amazon.
I'll search here. I was just curious what it's going for.
I've had my copy for I don't know how
I
long.
have
It's been sitting on my shelf long enough to collect a case to collect dust.
I have it
I
on
keep it with my
DVD, but
I keep it with my video game movies. Which I think I got my video game related movies out of order, so I'm gonna have to redo them. Because I try to keep all my ones together.
I'm only seeing it on DVD. I don't know if the Blu-ray's out of print or what.
Huh. That's odd. I know I've had mine for fuck, dude. Long enough to forget how long I had it.
There's two different listings for DVD. There's one for director's cut. I wonder what that version's like.
I'm not sure which version I have because I put the case to the side now. I can't remember where I put up.
Well, this is DVD has an orange banner that says director's cut.
Oh, I have the regular one then. For some reason, this rage thing reminded me of
Grave
the
to the
old
grave.
WCW things. I don't know why. I always really think WCW.
Bash at the Beach. That's a pay-per-view they had, ain't it?
Yep. But they used to have the Nitro Girls, and they used to play all this music and have all this shit going on.
I love the Nitro Girls. That was cool. No other companies ever tried to copy that.
The Nitro Girls actually TNA tried to, but it just really didn't get over.
What did they call them?
I forget because I wasn't really watching TNA at the time. That was the early days. Yeah, you're right.
Wow.
I can only find it on DVD for $7.92.
Yeah, I already got it on DVD. It doesn't even
Apparently, I
show
don't
up on
think I
eBay. It's like it's out of print or something. The
so
Blu-ray
what I
thing.
have. Wonder that couldn't have ended up with one out of print. Clint Howard.
Yeah, Ice Cream Man. Are you crazy?
Damn. I looked at Walmart, Amazon, looked at Best Buy. For some reason, it gave me vinyls when I put House of the Dead Blu-ray.
Best Buy don't do physical movies anymore.
Online, I thought they did still. Oh, damn, they're not doing movies. They do other types of stuff. Oh, damn. They have a NECA, or Children of the Dead, 8-inch closed action figures. It's Trash and Suicide, $70. Nice.
That's high.
Yeah, I know. It looks cool, but that price, no. And if I go to Kennewick, which is like 2 hours away, I can get it by April 8th. So damn. I guess everyone bought up the Blu-ray because no one wanted the DVDs. Unless one who? Let's see.
I'm not going.
It's Otterston or Alliance who releases it. And of course, it's got the guy from Judge Dredd. I think he was judged in Judge Dredd, the boat captain.
The old one or remake?
The one was Stallone. I want to say he played like an evil judge who helps the bad guys. I've seen him in a few other things. Like he was in Das Boat. He was a submarine captain, so have him play a boat captain in a horror movie. Completely ignores her.
Ellie Cornell.
Bullhorns don't have much effect, do they?
What about Echo's horns?
All the power. The Echo's horn would have made him surrender.
So she used the wrong horn.
But that sucks that you can't get it. I mean, that's not available anymore. The director's cut on Blu-ray would be kind of cool.
You don't want to tussle with a man named Russell.
See this scene. This is what's her name's. This is right before I think she did Smallville.
Lois is being naughty.
Yeah.
Looks like Lois Lane banging the Shermanator. It looks like the Shermanator. You know who the Shermanator is?
Trying to remember. The name rings a bell.
American Pie. You ever watched that?
It's been a long time.
I'm a sophisticated love robot sent back from time for one lucky lady. The Shermanator. A nerdy dude, his name is Sherman. He called himself the Shermanator. Sophisticated love robot sent back from time.
I mean, it has been ages. I think I was still living in Seattle when I saw that.
I love the America Pies. The first four has the original crew. Then they made a bunch of spin-offs.
Yeah, about what was it? One of them about a couple of them about the summer camp, the music camp.
Yeah, I actually like that one because they got this good actor to play Steve Stifler's younger brother.
I always like that. Do you ever see any of the outtakes, like for the second one when they pulled that prank on them? Where the two of them go upstairs and then they start making all these sounds like they're screwing, and then they start squinting out like, I don't know, it was like whipped cream or something down the steps, and they had the cast on screaming and laughing at them.
Probably, but I have a really bad memory to remember outtakes. Come on, Shermanator, get in the water.
He's probably thinking shrinkage, shrinkage.
Hobbs whore. Knocking at your door.
Knock, knock, Hobbs.
I think he stayed out of the water and still got.
God, San Juan Islands. I know that.
He got.
They're actually all San Juan Islands.
Oh, poor. Nachos are good. Three guys are talking about their fears. One guy says, I have a fear of phobia of being chased by shit on a stick. Clint Howard. Checking out some boobies. It's just common to stand around by the sink with your boobies out. Said, I want to give you a gift.
Especially when Clint's around.
Yeah, he used the excuse of wanting to give her a gift so he could go around the boobies.
He was probably the biggest name they had in this was probably Clint Howard.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
Yeah.
Because next to the guy that plays the captain, probably the most established people in the cast.
Yeah. He's the main one I know. I don't know who the captain is. And you recognize him, I don't. It's been a long time since I watched the OG Judge Dredd.
He did that. I know some of that. I want to say some of that. Does both. I see some other stuff. I would have to look up his list of credits because I know I've seen him more than 3 movies. I just can't remember them off my head. This part always, like when she goes looking for him, always reminded me a little bit of Club Dread. Which one of these days I need to find if Club Dread is streaming and do a watch along to that.
Oh, what?
Club Dread.
I don't go back to watching that one a lot because it reminds me of like Scary Movie. You know, not like straight up horror, like horror comedy. I think I might have watched it like twice, so I don't remember it that well.
I think the first time I saw Club Dread was in the theaters. My older brother was the one that got me into Broken Lizard because I used to be a big fan of theirs.
You broke your lizard?
Yeah, whatever the name was, the comedy group that did that. Fuck. Slammin' Salmon, the one about the beer drinking tournament or whatever.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I have Slam and Salmon. I know I've got Club Dread and I got one by them called Baby Maker or some shit.
Some of them even did a TV show that got canceled called Tacoma FD. Ooh, Club Dread versus Judge Dread. If it's the original Judge Dredd, it's Club Dread. If it's the remake of if it's the later Judge Dredd, ooh, that's a tough call. Because I really enjoyed the second Judge Dredd.
Have you ever seen the movie called The Raid?
The what? The Raid?
The Raid?
Raid. Isn't that a martial arts movie?
Yeah.
No, because I actually surprised I don't watch much martial arts anymore.
You don't like martial arts?
I'm nothing against them. I just kind of was more of into them in the 90s.
I mean, they're the same as any other action movie. They're just using their legs a lot.
Well, like in the 90s, that's when we started having all the Jackie Chan and Jet Li and all these other ones back in the 90s.
Well, The Raid is badass. It's a dude trying to fight to the top of a tower or whatever. I was just going to say the Judge Dredd remake kind of reminds me of that.
But I want to say, isn't there more than one of the Raid movies?
There's 2 of them.
Just like there's two different movies called The Horde. And only one of them is zombies. One of them, the non-zombie one, I think is on Tubi.
I think I have the zombie one.
So do I. I actually enjoyed the zombie one.
Is it like French or something?
Yeah. So I have two French zombie movies.
Dead Snow?
No, it's The Horde and Super Z.
Hop sent you that one, didn't he?
Yeah, and they're both zombie movies, but they're so different from each other. It's insane.
Tune in to Zombie TV.
That's disturbing, Russa. Girls over 12.
What does it have to do with the stick stuff? Is it connected to the earth shit
I
it was
think
saying?
it's supposed to be listing what guys are afraid of. Apparently, some guys are afraid of girls over 12.
Yeah.
That's kind of disturbing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get my hands on that game. I don't know what happened last night when I was trying to do the gameplay for Until Dawn. It's happened before where like YouTube would end the stream, but PlayStation would show me it still being live.
Oh no. Like they did, like you streaming that, they kicked you once, and then when you came back, it was kind of kept buffering a little bit.
Yeah. But I got more of the game to play, so get some horror gameplay in. I've been playing a lot of that WWE 2K25.
Last night, Jim was saying he wants to see that movie called, what's it called, Lady in Black or something. It's just a lady in someone's yard. I seen someone do a review.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I see the
it's like
trailer
this
for
movie
that.
pissed me off. That's all it literally is. There's a lady in a yard, and each time they show her, she gets a little bit closer to the house.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for that. So
Tarman versus Bub.
and today they released that Death of a Unicorn or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Hobbs with the hard ones, huh?
That's a hot shot pop quiz, whatever.
You can't say pop quiz. That's Professor. I think owns the copyright to that. Oh man, above.
Okay, Hop shot. Something.
That's a tough one.
Hop shot bog quiz. How about that?
I'll go with Tarman. Because all Tarman has to do is get Bub in the head, and it's all it's done with.
But Bub can shoot a gun, so all he's got to do is shoot Tarman in the head.
Remember, no, the Return of the Living Dead zombies, that doesn't work. Remember?
Well, maybe he can use a phone and call someone on Tarman. How about that?
Okay, that would work.
He can use a phone. He can say, hello, Aunt Alicia. And I guess he can call his Aunt Alicia to come and help.
Because they have that whole scene in the movie when they try to cut that one zombie, they take the pickaxe to that one zombie's head and they start bitching. Well, didn't it work in the movie? Did you say the movies lied? Need to find a way to make a Hobbs character for WWE 2K25.
Powerhouse Hops.
Hobbs in 2K25. See, it's
Find
easy to
a
make. It's easy to
find
make like.
a Ricky Starks and then create a character and then making heavyweight.
Well,
And
you're
then
the heavyweight champion.
do what?
Because I was messing around. Since me, and Professor do masks and stuff, it's easy to create the three of us. Just
If
throw
you're
a
saying you
mask
created
on.
me, you haven't showed it to me.
I got to. I should. You have Jacob Fatu's moves.
Nice. Did you find like a half zombie mask like I wear or what?
I put you in one of the retribution masks.
Oh yeah, some of those are similar to the half skull mask, aren't they?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to show me a picture of it.
Yeah, I got it. Gotta check my place. I think I took a picture on my PlayStation. They don't let me like. They fucking changed it so I can't post them like I used to be able to. Like on Twitter or something, which I could have grabbed it from there. Now I have to get a flash drive and hook it up to it. There's a PlayStation app, but I don't know how that works.
It's funny that their little tent has all these like sexy time chairs in it.
Oh, it was supposed to be like a rave, so they thought that'd be cool. Oh, it's this scene, like right when he gets ready to do where he's like, oops, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah. It'd be funny if they showed him taking a piss and had a zombie rip it off.
Let's see what happens if you drink a whole bunch of beer right before you try to fuck.
What?
You're gonna try to fuck right after drinking a whole bunch of beers. Downside of
Don't
drinking
fuck
beer.
in the tent.
The one downside of drinking beer that I never liked. Gotta keep getting up.
What,
So
it fucked up your game every time you tried to fuck?
Because Yuri Bowl did quite a few horror video game movies, but then again, so did Paul W. Anderson. But they seem to
What
give
did
Yuri
he do
Bowl.
besides all them Resident Evils?
He did Resident Evil. He did a commercial for Doom, Dead or Alive, and Monster Hunter.
He did Dead or Alive with Nash in it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Look up, because I want to see if that's the ones he done. To make sure. Paul W.S. Anderson. He was the writer. He did the 1995 Mortal Kombat, the Resident Evil movies. I thought he was involved with Dead or Alive. That's one of the ones he produced. Oh, he was a producer for Dead or Alive. An executive producer for Welcome to Raccoon City. But he did a commercial for Doom 3. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. He's at least involved with 5 different games.
Scooby-Doo?
Where are you?
He said, didn't you ever watch Scooby-Doo?
Scooby-Doo's the bomb, man. Just forget about Velma. That doesn't count.
That sure brought you good luck, didn't it?
It fucking got me sick both times. And I thought the first time was a joke until I tried to watch season 2 and I got sick again. And it's kind of like, Well, maybe it's really not a joke. That's when you start thinking, like, wait a minute. I wouldn't want to party in a graveyard.
That dude is talking right now. I'm pretty sure he's in the first Final Destination.
Which one?
The one that's talking. He's like, I think he's got a red shirt on. Yeah, he's got a red long sleeve shirt on, rolled up.
Oh, him?
Just like something out of a Romero movie. The girl said, "A what? What's your timestamp?"
Um, 29:20.
I just hit 30.
So I'm just a few seconds behind you.
A couple of these people look familiar. I'm going to IMDb it.
Yeah. Well, they all working on Twilight of the Dead, technically. Just, his wife and one of his kids, some other people.
I thought that Chinese chick was as popular, like, not really popular, but one of the chicks that's in everything. Named something like Lei Lei Bing or something, but it's not. Her name's Kira Lavelle.
That Bing Ling, whatever, the similar chick with big boobs that's always pretty much letting them hang out.
Yeah, she's always in everything. Anything low budget, anything, she'll take a job for anything.
Well, that's how it works. I want to say Buff Naked was in this. I don't know if you remember her.
Who?
Buff Naked. She was a singer.
Oh, Biff Naked? Yeah, I like her.
Say
Is she in this somewhere?
I don't know.
I first heard her when she did, years ago, she did a cover of We're Not Going to Take It.
Yeah, but if I'm right, it's just a small cameo. Yeah, she's got a.
Yeah, sometimes a singer will come out and you'll really like them. Huh?
She's at the beginning of the movie. She's the DJ.
Dies early.
Female DJ. Yeah, so.
Opening death scene or something.
Yeah, when everybody was like dancing, she was the DJ, I guess.
Yeah, I was going to say, sometimes a singer will come out and you'll really like them and then they'll just disappear.
I think the first time I can really remember her was when they did this. I think she was on the soundtrack for Ready to Rumble.
Yeah. I don't know if it was a different song or We're Not Going to Take It, but I know she did We're Not Going to Take It, and I do remember the part you're talking about with the wrestling.
Bands. Russell says bands.
And Final Destination 2. That guy's name is Jonathan Cherry, and he says he was in part 2. I guess he wasn't in part 1, he was in part 2.
Well, those movies did have like quite a few people. It did one of them have Ali, whatever her name is. Snapped his
Ali
neck.
Larder and David Sawa were the stars in part 1.
Yeah,
But
I'm
she's
trying to
in
remember
part 1 and
Ali's
2.
last. Yeah, I was trying to remember Ali's last name.
Ali Larder.
Single tap between the eyes.
Zombie Land, they say you should always do a double tap.
Yeah, gotta make
Take me to your
sure.
leader.
So she becomes a zombie, gets super strong because she was a tiny thing and snapped that guy's neck with ease.
Bands. Band.
Look up that Yagan guy, the captain. See what else? I'm figuring what else I've seen him in. See, Judge Dredd, Dust Bowl. Oh, he was in Dune, the original Dune.
Bang. Bang.
Zombies underwater.
Lucio Fulci style.
They just need a shark.
Swamp Shark. Russell
This
doesn't
hour,
sleep.
34 hours awake from him. Damn, Russell. 35.
No sleep till
Go
Brooklyn.
for 69. 69 hours wide awake. You know, this says this came out in 2003, but I got my doubts about that. Because I could have swore I was still living near Seattle when this came out, and I moved away in 2002.
It's a zombie.
Pip pip cheerio. Peeping Tom in the trees.
Bang.
Thing is, these islands of San Juan, I think they're, I don't know how many hours from me.
He had a nail in his hand. You ever stepped on a nail?
No, and I don't want to.
I stepped on a drill bit once.
Ouch.
Yeah, we had just made this little back porch, and a drill bit broke off from the drill, and I forgot about it, and had no shoes on, and just went and casually stepped out on my porch, stepped right on the drill bit.
Oh, Fuck, that had to hurt.
Indeed.
So basically, you could say you got drilled.
Yeah, except for it wasn't the screwy side.
Wasn't the good way. You didn't go to the bone zone. We had too much fun, a little too much fun last night. During that gameplay when the guy talking about taking some girl to the bone zone. You were the first thing that pretty much came to mind.
Russell said, after these messages, we'll be right back.
The zombies are like lunch.
It's a zombie!
This would
There's
be an
that
interesting
chick
soundtrack
again.
to have.
Every time I hear this music, I think of Smack My Bitch Up.
It does. What year did that come out? 'Cause this is 2003. That came out late 90s. 97.
How ironic, her name's Liberty and she was wearing an American outfit.
Yep. She's going to be Captain America for him. Oh.
You fucking moron. He said, what do you think I'm trying to do, you fucking moron? I think Captain got bit. But that's what he gets for putting a zombie in a headlock.
Oof.
That zombie threw up in his face.
So CM Punk's a main event WrestleMania.
I think it's a three-way dance.
And that's 2-night event. So it all
People
depends on which night.
People are starting rumors, silly rumors. They think Paul Heyman's going to turn on Roman for Seth.
Well, it looks like they're teasing the arrival of Ray Phoenix for SmackDown. So it looks like they're keeping the brothers on 2 different rosters for now.
Stupid.
They'll probably do a draft and put the brothers together.
What the fuck ever happened to Kalisto, Alec?
To who?
Kalisto?
Kalisto?
Yeah.
He got released. Got into an argument with Izzy's father. She was Bailey's super fan, and her dad ran her mouth about him after he got released. And he's like, "Hey, motherfucker, I got this martial arts tournament I'm going to be at. I'll get you some tickets for there. Come meet me. We'll settle it in the parking lot." And that seemed to shut her father up. But he's out there doing Samurai Del Sol.
What's that?
What?
What is Samurai del Sol?
That's Callisto's pre WWE name.
Oh, there's two luchadors that tagged up with Chavo the other day. One's a Laredo kid, and the other one kind of reminded me of Kalisto. I can't remember his name.
That was Octagon. It could be him under the mask. I think he used it before, that name before. If it is him, that's an old enemy of Pentagon, of Pentas. So if either company goes to Mexico, have them work a match there. The fans would love to see those two.
This backstory stuff always lost me. You have all that cool action zombie stuff, then all of a sudden this stuff, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
They decided to give him a backstory and say that he was just some evil guy they tried to hang. No, didn't hear that. Last time I heard about Mike Tyson when he had that joke of a show he put on with was Jake Paul.
Yeah, and then Echo started sending everybody ass pics.
I heard Jake was going to leave boxing, want to do MMA. He wants to fight Conor McGregor.
I wish he would do a match that wasn't staged and get his ass kicked.
The thing is, he can't bribe Conor. Conor's already fucking filthy rich. He's got more money than he does. So he can't exactly bribe and make a deal with McGregor for money because he probably can't afford to do that.
So I don't care how old Mike is. I don't think if it wasn't staged, I think he could have knocked him the fuck out. If he would have
That
hit him one
whole
good time.
that whole event was a joke. People wanted to see someone get knocked out, not just Jake, and all they got was a bunch of matches. I was like bouts that went to the judges. And I hadn't sat down and watched boxing in years. It was the first time in a long time I watched boxing, and I was let down.
Yeah, there may be people who don't give a fuck about boxing watch boxing just for a bunch of bullshit.
Well, the main one that got me upset was that fight between the two women, and the one was cheating and shit, and the official and the judges did jack shit about it, gave the cheater the win. They're gonna be doing it again with those two ladies. Hopefully, we get a good, clean fight this time. And if there is cheating, something get done about it.
Ladies seem to always put on a better bout than men in boxing, MMA, wrestling. Sometimes the women's matches in WWE are more entertaining than the men.
Shit, I remember seeing a clip from one fight the ladies were doing. This lady's hitting this one lady on the side of the head, and all of a sudden you see some blood squirting, and you see her ear, one ear hanging off the side of her head. It's like, God damn, that's fucking brutal. Mike had to do all those special tests just to be able to fight to fight Jake. I like how they do it when someone dies, that little red screen.
Okay, I just watched the little promo of Ray Phoenix, and they changed his mask where it looks like he has a bunch of dreads.
Yeah.
What the fuck's up with that? It reminds me of the Predator.
Because looks like they've been teasing him and Aleister Black's return.
I don't really care about him. I'm more into the luchadors.
I'm
The
shocked they're putting him on
uh,
SmackDown. I'm shocked they're putting Ray on SmackDown, but not on Raw with his
you
brother.
know they're
Because that
probably
would
going
be
to cut the Ray off and just call him Phoenix, right?
probably
Because they've got Ray Mysterio.
like they
And,
changed Penta's name.
yeah,
So
and they changed Penta to just Penta. They always do that.
odds are though we'll get the draft and they'll put the brothers together.
What's that
But
black dude's name in Lucha Underground that had the mask with the bullseye in the middle?
fuck. Killshot.
Killshot, yeah, that's what Phoenix's back of his mask reminds me of that guy. Those little dreads.
I forget who was underneath that mask. They did a storyline where the mask came off.
He's over in like AEW with no mask. He's like a big name over there.
Swerve.
Yeah, I think so.
I think they did a storyline where they're like supposed to be like he was former military, but something happened.
Yeah, him, and then there was AR Fox or something, and there was enemies from the army.
They had some kind of interesting storylines there, but in the end, there was
I love
drama there.
Lucha Underground, but I guess all the backstory is they had a rougher like contracted schedule than WWE.
Well, no,
Once
they
if you worked
worked.
for them, you weren't allowed to work nowhere else, even if they weren't using you, all kinds of shit.
Plus, they did seasons, and then
Yeah.
so they would have, you know, a gap between seasons. With the WWE, if they did,
Yeah,
they
and
would
in
do it.
between the seasons, they weren't allowed to go make money anywhere else.
Yeah, with the WWE, if they did that, it was like you had 1 week gap between the seasons. There, you had that kind of shit. They ended up getting sued.
There's some company, I don't know if it's AAA or whatever. I've been seeing clips. They pretty much have Lucha Underground over there. They have a bunch of them, and they got Dario Cueto over there.
Oh, MLW.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Ain't that where Jacob came from?
Yep. They were one that started post ECW, and a lot of the old ECW guys and whatnot, and they went down, and then they became like a podcast, and then became back to being a promotion. They had a legal battle or something with the WWE, claimed that the WWE was doing something to keep them from getting different deals.
I saw rumors that said they WWE signed Jeff Cobb, who is Matanzo Cueto, the
Yeah,
monster Matanzo.
they were saying that he was leaving Japan and that he was going to WWE. And supposedly they've signed Lance Anawawu and
You know what would
Hakalero.
be a good match? Matanza versus what's that dude's name that does it? Tsunami.
Bronson Reed.
Yeah, that'd be a good match. Those two against each other.
I don't know if people realize how many ex Lucha Undergrounds people they have.
Yeah, it seems like they're trying to acquire them all.
They got what? Io Sky, Sane, Chelsea Green, Penta, fucking Rey
Who was
Mysterio.
Chelsea Green in Lucha Underground?
I forget she feuded with
Did she wear
Penta.
a mask or anything?
No, you know who
I don't
else
remember her
appeared
over
in
there.
Lucha Underground? You might be shocked about
Huh.
Dom.
Oh yeah, I saw a little clip. It's like, when the fuck did that happen?
Yeah, his dad was feuding with somebody, and Dom got involved.
Yeah. Um, you know who I'm curious about? Do you remember Mariposa? I wonder who was under that mask. She like cut was like a butterfly gimmick or something. You remember her? She hung out with this chubby wrestler that acted like a pervert. I can't remember his name.
Mariposo.
Oh, I know someone I'm surprised they haven't tried to sign. I'm drawing a blank on her real name, but Cobra Moon.
Let's see. I'm looking at the roster, trying to see Mariposo. Melissa, what's her name?
Uh,
Oh, yeah, they can't sign her.
I don't know, but
That's
Melissa Santos was their ring announcer. She was a little hot.
the one you're calling Cobra Moon, right?
Yeah,
It's Thunder Rosa.
Thunder Rosa. Yeah, wonder why they
She's
haven't
with
tried to get her.
because she's with AEW.
Yeah,
So.
but I wonder if they like keep an eye on when her contract's up, or if they tried to get her before she joined AEW.
Okay, Mariposo, that's cheerleader Melissa.
Who's that?
The Mariposo you're talking about?
Yeah,
That's cheerleader Melissa.
who's that? Is that her name in some other company?
Well, she's used it on the indies. She's also been Alicia Flash, Risa Shahid. She was Awesome Kong's manager.
Hmm. I can't remember that guy's name. Is she was always hanging out with, but I did not like his character. He always acted like a perv, chubby dude.
Let me see. Lucha Underground. Marty Martinez.
Marty the Moth. Yeah, I couldn't stand him.
Dude, I'm sorry. That name, the Moth.
Yeah.
Watch
like
out, Bones. The Moth is coming for you.
Oh, he was a moth, all right. Like fucking Buffalo Bill. He would do weird shit like rubbing himself like Goldust would. A weird like perv character. This is the coolest part with all them video game shots and that rockin' music.
This is kind of be a fun soundtrack to have.
Would you bear witness?
They fucking even use bullet time, but it's not that good, the effect, when they do bullet time. When it shows all the bullets flying. Oh no, the flag's torn. The American flag is torn. Oh, the outfit is.
Ugh.
Oh, actually, Russell, I do remember that scene. Just because it's kind of brutal to be arm wrestling and all of a sudden the guy's arms broke and the bone sticking through.
Smack my bitch up. What do you call this music? Techno?
Electronica.
That chick with the ponytail, I swear I've seen her in other stuff too. The black outfit.
The one that's got the curly hair.
Black outfit, black ponytail.
Let's see her. I think she might be the main female lead in this. Hair's a little curly in a ponytail.
Sorta. This lady's getting eaten. I think that's his lady.
Oh, she's got the coat on.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember her character's name. Just look at the plot. Okay, that's Elisa. The character's Elisa. Let's see. She was in. Played a character in Catwoman. She was in Alone in the Dark, Elysium, Pacey Jackson, the Olympics, the Olympians. By the way, I think Catwoman and Alone in the Dark are the only ones I've seen her.
I think Alone in the Dark is another Uwe Boll movie, but starring Christian Slater.
I think they made a sequel to it.
Yeah. I think I've seen the first one, but not the second one.
I want to say I have, but I could be wrong. It kind of stands that has going after American flag guard. Doesn't even try to save her.
Is Ellie Cornell dying all of these? She just got. I remember seeing her dying in the one we watched the other night too.
Well, the thing about this is, they think she plays the same character in the second one.
Did she get her legs surgically reattached?
No, she's in a wheelchair and then she's got no legs.
Oh.
And I think she's listed as the same character or something, or the same name. It's kind of like no legs, same name.
It reminds me of Ving Rhames. He loses his legs in the first Piranha, and in the second one he's don't have no legs, and he has legs that are like machine guns. He says, "Get me my legs." Every time you say that, it reminds me of his character from that.
Yeah, I should look for the second movie. Just watch them out of order.
Yeah, it'd be on Look Movie.
Probably would be. But yeah, if you look it up, her character is here. She's like, go back to, she plays Jordan Casper. I think the other one she's like, fucking, what is she? In the second one she's, let me find her. Where the fuck is it? Colonel Jordan Casper. All they did was attach a rank to her name.
She earned a Purple Heart losing her legs.
But there was like confusion like this in the second one, is because like they leave her, she's dead. So she just pass out and get found alive, and then not get, maybe in the director's cut or whatever, something that will explain it.
StreamYard is so stupid. It tells me we've been on here for 4 hours and 10 minutes and 36 seconds.
What the? For me, it just says 1 hour 14 minutes and 22 seconds. Do it.
Just do it. Do it now.
Pulls out the cigar. It's like, oh, fuck it. Let's pull out my cigar. Overall, in terms of video games, I got to say this one is, it's not the worst. It's been a lot worse. But I think it's one of the ones that gets a bad rep part of it might be because of director.
Yeah, people
I think
love to
it's.
hate Uwe
I mean,
Boll.
I happen to think, in all my honest opinion, this is actually a pretty decent film. Where you can sit down and have a good time watching a movie. Either you find that movie good or you find it a decent movie. And this one, I'd say it's about decent, good movie.
It's a fun watch.
Yeah. And the fact that I want to get a copy of the second one and get Dead and Deader because I want to get a little collection going.
Unfortunately, you can't get those on Blu-ray though; they're stuck on DVD.
Oh yeah, but you know, beggars can't be choosers, isn't it how it goes?
I don't know how they pick and choose what is worthy of Blu-ray. Like these martial art movies, I like called Never Back Down. The first one's on Blu-ray. The second and third one are not. And then they made a really shitty sequel, a fourth one, and called it Never Back Down something. And it has none of the original people, and they put it on Blu-ray.
Well, that is true. And then like you can see maybe something that's not so good. I mean, Jurassic Dead is a fun movie. This might be better than Jurassic Dead, but Jurassic Dead's on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I don't know how they pick and choose what's worthy of being on Blu-ray.
That is actually that's a very interesting thing to be. I mean, do they look at the numbers, or is it whoever owns the rights to them? No, it's WWE. I don't know if they ever did official Blu-rays. I'm pretty sure they did, but I would always find DVDs for them.
Of what?
The WWE ones.
I have a couple of the Marines, the
But no,
Miz Marines on
the
Blu-ray.
wrestling shows.
Oh, I thought you meant like wrestling movies.
Oh, wrestling movies. Yeah, I mean, hey, some of the Miz movies are on Blu-ray, and look at him. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm the Miz, and I'm awful. I'm gonna have to do some research to see how the hell it is that she's back in the second movie as the same character, pretty much. Because Elisa comes back for the second movie, but she's played by someone different. I might go see that Minecraft movie next week when it comes out.
No.
Normally I go see them on Tuesdays because that's when they have the deals, the cheaper days. But the following Tuesdays when all the kids are coming, they have like a early spring break or whatever. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to put up with them.
No.
No.
Maybe.
Yes, he's always got his gun. Unlocked anymore. Hey, Ben. Guy's got a bunch of heads and jars.
Ben Grimm.
The Griminator.
I came back to a nun party.
Yep, the nuns. They were coming for your bones.
Coming from my boss.
Yep. Gonna feed them to the blender. There is no blender horror movies, are there? Don't need a repeat of the microwave, not the microwave, but the wood chipper massacre. Huh. That's kind of cool, Russell. I guess Ben is now Stone Cold Ben Grimm. And it's going to repeatedly say what?
And he's drinking a Budweiser.
Yeah, if he has to, he's going to open a can of whoop ass and somebody and walk their ass dry. Because that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold Ben said so.
That's a cool fish. It is for me.
Yeah, it is. It's a pretty good one. And he didn't come back, I guess, to make the second one because he was busy doing, let's say from what I read, Blood Rain.
Yeah, that was the first thing Echo pointed out when we started it.
And I think she got a boob job or something later on because I could have swore later on the bigger. Well, I could be wrong about that. I gotta look something up. See, this was 2003. When did she start doing Superman? I mean, Smallville.
I believe he called him Lois Lane's boobas.
The Boobas. Damn, this is 2003. Looks like she started doing Smallville in 2004. So this is like, let's see, she made her first appearance September 2004, and this was released. Well, in San Francisco in February 2003, but then everywhere else in October 2003. So she started doing this like a year before she started doing Smallville. So I guess after then she didn't have to go around showing all her tits off. Run, there's about to be a great big ass explosion. But then it took me years to realize that's who that was showing her tits off. Postal. I liked Rampage. I think it was that Rampage the one about the guy who shoots his town up in the first movie, and then at the news station the second one, and then DC in the third one.
Was he upset about something?
No, I think he was just an asshole who wanted to go around shooting people, and then he framed somebody for it.
Sounds like Maniac Cop.
Seed. I know that there was an incident on one of Yuri Boll's sets. Wasn't his fault, was somebody else's, but it was like probably had a lot of people going and making comments about Yuri.
Look, it's muck zombies like in Spooky, but they're not farting.
Oh God, no. God. And it always cracks me up that guy, the producer that got that idea for them, pissed people off so bad they were happy he died.
That's correct.
I like how they add this, those shots of like from the game. Granted, these zombies are thick, like a lot got more meat to them than the ones in the game footage.
Bonesaw is ready.
Ben, could have. Because I could have swore later on she was bustier. Another lab.
I'm sorry, but my least favorite parts of this movie is these backstory parts. I like the high impact shooting zombie parts. I find the backstory parts boring.
Yeah, they come across more like fillers. Tried to explain who he is, why he was on the island.
Why are you trying to quit the sticky icky, Russell? Hello, Nan.
Oh, okay, Nan. Seed 1 and 2.
I just want your flesh.
I will live forever. Okay, Nan, try to get some rest.
On guard, pussycat.
Oh, she was one of the butterfly effects, so made enough money to pay for those puppies. Maybe that's how she got the show. I'm not saying she's not a good looking woman.
I love Butterfly Effect, and I did not like the second one, so I did not bother with the third one.
One of them was part of the After Dark movies. I think it was one of the final seasons they did the years they did them, I believe. They're just like, hey, maybe if we include this, people will buy it and watch it. We'll make some money.
He killed her. The
He's the
fuck?
bad guy.
For some reason I thought she lives. I don't remember. Didn't remember her dying.
Well, she kind of lives, kind of. I mean, kind of.
She's gonna turn into a non-flesh eating zombie.
Well, kind of. Well, I mean, in the second one, she's in the second movie, but played by somebody else.
I hate when they do that.
I mean, when he does something, he basically, he's all that zombie stuff still around, the serum and stuff. They saved that till the end, the last name. Because I think Kyrian was supposed to be somehow be the guy involved in the game with the virus.
Homo sapiens.
And then between this and the second movie, she goes full-blown zombie. I think she kills him, and then his dad uses her to experiment on shit. With his dad being played by Sid Hedge. But yeah, look for the second one eventually. Who knows? Maybe if I find it this weekend, I'll do a live stream this weekend.
Pop-up video.
Pop up video. Well, I really do like that movie. I know for some people, liking a Yuri Boll movie might be considered a crime, but yeah, fuck them. I know what I like, and I like that. But anyways, I gotta call it night because I'm gonna go take care of my dog and look for see if I can find some of the soundtrack. Let's do the soundtrack for this movie. Thanks for joining me, Bones.
Yep.
Take care, everybody.